Let's take a quick tour of the Hotel Edison. This hotel is on West 47th Street, steps away from Times Square. It's right in the heart of the tourist mecca, if you will, of Manhattan. This hotel was built in the early 1930s. It's got some age to it, and it definitely shows it in some places, but it has been renovated recently. Here is the lobby. You can see the Art Deco detail in this lobby with the artwork and the craftsmanship along the trim. It's really nice. It's not big. It is a small lobby. Most things in downtown are small in size, so keep that in mind if you're booking anywhere on the island. Here's a little Easter egg there of the Macy's balloons. Now keep in mind as we move on to the room here, this room is a recently renovated room. Some of the floors at the Hotel Edison are not renovated. This one is, and it's very nice. Small, of course, when you're booking a room this close to Times Square, which there it is, right there. There's Times Square. You're not going to have a lot of space. It's not about the space. It's about your location. And this is a perfect example. Just a note, if I panned to the right here, that street down there, that's actually the road that Hamilton is currently playing at, if you're a theater fan. Anyway, moving on to the room. You've got yourself mirrors, you got yourself a TV, some nice lighting. Bathroom is very nice, very clean, feels like it was recently renovated. I will say that you cannot get dressed in that bathroom. It's tight. You need to step outside if you really want to get dressed. Closet's huge, by the way. That's a very interesting feature of this room. So there you go. There's a picture of Times Square from 1931, the era that this building was built. And it's cool that you can just turn your head and see Times Square today. It's a nice touch. Again, just a general look around the room. Nothing amazing, but it's nice. I do want to point out that the location of this hotel is convenient, even if you're not planning on spending all your time in Times Square. There is several subway stations in Times Square itself. There's also a convenient one right around the corner on the 8th and 42nd Street, I believe. There's also a large station there. And as long as you're comfortable navigating the subway system, you can get anywhere on the island within 10 to 30 minutes. It's not that bad. I would recommend, if you're not familiar with the subway system, to just look up Google, do some research on how to navigate it. Once you've figured it out, it's really simple. And if you aren't planning on exploring too far, Times Square has tons of shopping, tons of restaurants, a lot to see, a lot to do. And we're not talking New York City in the late 80s. This isn't dangerous. This isn't full of shady folk. Times Square, modern Times Square, is like a Disney World. There's police everywhere to keep you safe. There's shops everywhere. It's all welcoming, family-friendly stuff for the most part. So don't let the stigma of the shady past of Times Square deter you from visiting. It's a fairly nice place. Crowded, very crowded, but it's nice. Moving back to the room, some room specifics. The mattress was comfortable. The space was small, but still usable. The bathroom was clean. The water pressure was good. Water temperature was good. Something that you have to keep in mind when you're in older buildings. Even with the limited space, they were able to leave a Keurig machine here for coffee and whatnot. Also, very important for traveling, USB plugs. The outlets in the walls are USB capable. This is just a view from the window looking away from Times Square. That's actually Hell's Kitchen in that direction. Don't let the name fool you. It's actually a very nice neighborhood. This is the 17th floor. I believe the building goes up to 22, 23, around that range. It is a really nice view, honestly, especially when the sun goes down, which I'll show you here momentarily from this window. A pseudo time lapse, if you will. Now we're looking out the room window to Times Square in the evening. This light will fill the room up. I tell you what, it is bright. So they do give you shades that block it out, but you're still going to get some light in your room. And that's a little teddy bear that we got with our room. And there's a little bag from the gift shop. Thank you for joining me on this brief overlook and tour of the Hotel Edison and its surrounding area. If you have any questions or inquiries, leave a comment down below. And thank you for joining me.